Who do you think was at fault for this collision? I can give you the immediate answer. The camera car driver was found not responsible after a very brief dispute by the van driver's insurance company. When I first watched the video, that's exactly the outcome I said it should be. I do completely understand the dispute, and if I was the handler for the van driver's insurance company, I'd have tried the same cheeky dispute myself, fully in the knowledge of course that I'd likely be unsuccessful. In the video, there's a slow-moving vehicle ahead with a van and two cars travelling behind. They're travelling at around 45 miles per hour on this national speed limit single carriageway road, which means the maximum permitted speed is 60 miles per hour for cars and car-derived vans. There's a straight, clear view of the road ahead with nothing coming in the opposite direction, so the camera car driver has moved over to overtake the slower-moving vehicles. The camera car has passed two of the cars, and as they approach the van has done a very brief signal and then pulled out directly into the path of the camera vehicle, but also appears to have panicked and removed their foot from the throttle. Another classic case of the modern indicate and here I come without checking it fit safe scenario, something that is becoming a lot more frequent these days. This results in the camera car colliding with the rear of the van as the van has removed the safe braking distance that was in front of the camera car whilst they were established in their overtake. So this is one of those situations where the rear vehicle is not responsible for a hit in the rear collision, as it was proven that the offending vehicle had moved directly into their path, removing the safe braking distance that they had in front of their car. And it's right where we find the action that is at the beginning of the chain of causation. This is what makes the van driver liable for the collision. When you move out to the right in any situation, you have to check that it's safe and clear to do so and that you're not being passed or overtaken. It doesn't matter if you're pulling from the side of the road, turning right into a side road, or pulling out to do an overtake, you have to check that it is safe and clear to do so. And that right there is the pertinent point. If the van driver had done an appropriate check, they'd have seen the camera car overtaking and they shouldn't have pulled out. Ultimately, they have pulled into the path of a vehicle that is established in an overtaking manoeuvre. Ultimately, if you cause another vehicle to have to change their speed or path of travel, you're going to be responsible. When you explain liability like that, it's obvious that the van driver is responsible and why, but the van driver will not see it that way. They will be in what some claim handlers call the justification zone. When people are involved in a collision and they're at fault, human nature takes over and humans hate to take accountability for their own actions, especially when they're poor. The van driver will have told their insurance company that the camera car was riding recklessly and they couldn't have possibly seen the camera car, which thankfully the camera car driver owning a dashcam proves is bullshit. Now, we do see that the GPS speed got up to 65 miles per hour. Does being over the speed limit come into the equation and